Please be seated. Good evening, members of the Blackstone-Millville Regional School Committee, Superintendent Dr. Jason DeFalco, Mr. Dudek, Mrs. Robertson, family, friends, teachers, NHS members, and new inductees. My name is Haley Gervais, and I am a current president of the 2018-2019 Blackstone-Millville chapter of the National Honor Society, and I will be leading you through tonight's ceremony. We are gathered here this evening to induct new members into the Blackstone-Millville chapter of the National Honor Society for the 2019-2020 school year. This year, the National Honor Society has continued its legacy of being a constructive, dynamic, and enthusiastic organization. We continue to be a positive presence within the BMR school community, as well as the towns themselves, by involving ourselves in numerous activities and projects that exemplify at least one of the 4 pillars of character, scholarship, leadership, and service, which are considered the foundation of our organization. Along with our involvement in such activities, all members must maintain an academic average of at least 95%, log 20 hours of service throughout the year, and take no fewer than 4 advanced level or above courses. Every month, the National Honor Society demonstrates the pillar of character by electing and celebrating Students of the Month. Selected students are nominated by their fellow teachers for their outstanding actions in the classroom and helpful attitudes. Towards the end of the year, the membership also organizes Teacher Appreciation Week. It's during this time, which happened to be last week, staff members are recognized for their dedication and thanked for their hard work and inspiration, which allows each student and our members to blossom into their greatest potential. Furthermore, our membership has shown their bright character and appreciation for their community by volunteering to clean up the Very Family Cemetery. This historic cemetery in Blackstone had become overgrown and unkept, and our membership eagerly took on the responsibility to landscape the cemetery and make it once again immaculate for the Very Family. And we have done this for many years now over each summer and fall. The pillar of scholarship has been expressed through our newly installed academic standards, where in years past, the BMR chapter of the National Honor Society mandated an average of 90 in all classes. We now require at least a 95. It's this new level of academic excellency that showcases the level of scholarship achieved within the school and how dedicated and focused our members truly are, not only to their studies, but to also organizations such as this. This year, the membership went above and beyond the pillar of leadership by hosting a 13th annual Empty Bowl dinner, and it was a remarkable success. Months before the project date, a committee was formed to organize entertainment, food, and supplies for the event. Members showcased incredible initiative through the installation of new activities at Empty Bowl. This year, we had a kids' corner, where children are able to color and interact with each other. We also had raffle baskets, such as the Starbucks basket, which were great hits. Our award-winning jazz band, under the direction of Mr. Nicholas Marcotte, provided sensational entertainment. And who could forget the highlight of the evening, the handcrafted bowls created by our own members. Thanks to the patience and talents of our art teacher, Mrs. Robertson, NHS members were able to showcase their artistic abilities as they sculpted, fired, and painted bowls to raffle off at the fundraiser. Between the proceeds from our ticket sales, the bowl raffle, and other donations, we raised $900 for the Blackstone-Millville Food Pantry to feed those in need throughout the community. We look forward to continuing this event in future years. Year after year, the members of the National Honor Society endlessly devote themselves in serving the community, school, and fellow students. This year, our entire membership became heavily involved in events that occurred in schools throughout the district. Many members took advantage of service opportunities within elementary school, such as Halloween, where members were able to dress up for Halloween and distribute candy to elementary students within a safe environment, which was Millville Elementary. Other members volunteered at soccer, basketball, and track events, where they were not only able to help their fellow students, but also cheer them on while they made our school proud of all their accomplishments. Our members' endless dedication to the community allowed for a very well-oiled, productive year for the entire Blackstone-Millville Regional School District. Winston Churchill once said, "We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what you give." 28 distinguished members of the National Honor Society gave up their time to give to others and make a difference in their community for the sole purpose of communal betterment without expectation of personal reward. It's this dedication to giving and inspiring others that they have not only aided the lives of many in the communities which did such a great job of raising them, but also in the process of creating a life for themselves. At this time, I would like to introduce our superintendent, Dr. Jason DeFalco.
Good evening, and thank you, Haley. Not sure how to follow that. She kind of said everything I was going to say, but no, that was very impressive, and it is such a privilege and honor to be here this evening. This really is one of the most important events that many high schools have, as far as I'm concerned, each year, because it really does look at the whole child. And National Honor Society is something that is so important because truly it does look to scholarship, leadership, service, and character. And so before I just begin just a few remarks, again, I'd like to welcome everybody. And if we can give a round of applause for our inductees, just a huge congratulations to all of them. So as Haley mentioned, there are 4 pillars to NHS, and the first she reviewed in terms of the criteria for scholarship and actually what that and how that is measured and what that means. But I want to take a different kind of look at that, and because when we look to our NHS members, we tend to think that, and rightfully so, but these are some of the smartest, if not the smartest kids that we have in our high school. But I would actually counter that and add to it and say they're also the most hardest working students. We subscribe to the notion that smart is not something you are, it's something you get. And you get that by focus and dedication and determination. So our NHS members have worked very hard and made really specific and individual decisions to do certain things and not to do other things. And the life of teenagers, they're presented with opportunities all the time. And so for them to make those right decisions on a daily basis, multiple times each day, to focus on their academics and choose to really become a scholar and work at that is quite remarkable. And so, I want to just put that out there for all of us to really be thinking about, that our NHS members work very hard to maintain and make very specific decisions to maintain their academic status and standing. And so that is certainly something to be admired by all. The second area, or second pillar, around leadership. I think when we think about leadership, we think about it from a very formal, almost authoritarian kind of perspective. And, that is because a lot of our organizations are designed around that, right? There's a leader to our band, and there's a leader for our athletics, and there's a leader of our school system, and a leader of our schools, and a leader of student council, et cetera, et cetera. But again, I want to challenge the notion that leadership only comes in those formal venues. And I would actually argue that the quiet leadership is more powerful, the leadership that happens in those quiet times, in those moments when we have decisions to make. And we are wrestling between, should we study or should we go to the party, right? And we make those decisions that are best for us. And so, again, I think our NHS members have clearly shown their ability to make really good leadership decisions and how they have decided to focus on academics and service and other ways of giving back to both themselves, their school, and the community. I would also, pose a challenge to all of us to really be thinking about leadership from a place of influence. And authoritarian leadership is certainly one avenue to pursue, but I would argue that is the least impactful way to lead. And in fact, that we want to raise a generation of leaders that lead from influence and through really good decision making. And I know that our NHS members will do certainly just that. The third pillar of service is also a very unique pillar in that we want to provide service to others through our gifts and our talents. And I'm really excited to see what our NHS inductees will be able to bring forward to our school community and both to our towns through their gifts and talents. The concept of service is not just about completing a task, but it's about using our gifts and talents to better our brothers, our sisters, our communities, and to really help us evolve as a school and also as a school community. And so I'm really excited to see what our NHS members will be able to do through their service work. And of course, the last of the 4 pillars is character. And to me, character is the most important. This is our cornerstone of who we are as individuals. It is our set of core values that guide our decision making, that help us through that idea of scholarship, and really focusing on academics and intellect, that idea of leadership and being able to lead ourselves and others, and service in terms of giving back to our communities. And you can't do any of those things without knowing yourself first. To lead others, to serve others, you have to know yourself and you have to know, what you stand for. And I just wanted to share some kind of funny anecdotal stuff. And I didn't realize this, but there are quite some impressive kind of celebrity NHS members. I'm not sure if our inductees or current members are aware of this, but Tina Fey, Carrie Underwood, to our parents, Mr. Rogers was an NHS member before being Mr. Rogers. And if you can believe it, the King of Wakanda himself, the Black Panther, was an NHS member before graduating from high school, which I thought was pretty impressive. So to our NHS members, you're joining an elite status here. So as you move forward into your work as inductees in the NHS chapter here at BMR, please know that first and foremost that you are chargers and that we bleed purple and gold. And I am really excited to see the good work that you will do for our community as you move forward. So congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. DeFalco. At this time, the brass choir will perform "O Perfect Love" by Joseph Barnby. Thank you. As mentioned earlier, membership in the National Honor Society is earned by the effective demonstration of the 4 pillars held in high esteem by the Society. The other 4 officers will first light a candle to represent each one of those pillars from the center candle of knowledge and then speak on those qualities. First, Vice President Megan Roeder will speak on character. Character. Defined as one's distinctive mental and moral qualities, character is something we all have. Many people believe it describes your personality and the way you act around others. But if NHS has taught me anything, it's that the true definition of character is how you act when no one is watching. It's how you treat others who can do nothing for you just out of the goodness of your heart because it's the right thing to do. Having good character means being empathetic, trustworthy, caring, respectful, and responsible as you go about your daily life. Good character is helping an underclassman who's struggling in algebra because you remember what it was like to be in that position and really wish someone had been there to help you. It's taking an hour out of your week to go to the food pantry and distribute food because you know people should stick together when times get tough. It's selling flowers for a cancer fundraiser because you know medical bills can be expensive. It's writing cards to the elderly because you want to send a little sunshine and joy their way. But it doesn't have to be complicated. Character is as simple as saying hello when you walk by your teachers in the morning to lighten their mood, or holding the door for the person behind you as you enter a room. It's taking accountability when you make a mistake instead of blaming those around you, or listening to your parents when they tell you to do your chores. Character is working to better yourself without an incentive or reward because you want to see a real change in the world. Your character is what you choose to make it, and by becoming a member of the NHS, every student here tonight has chosen to make something great out of theirs. Thank you, Megan. Next, Secretary Michaela Martinelli will speak on scholarship.
If someone were to mention the National Honor Society, surely scholarship would be one of the first things to come to mind. For most people, scholarship is defined by grades in academia, but defining this pillar as such is limiting to its true meaning. Scholarship is about being inquisitive and passionate to constantly learn about the world around them. Put simply, scholarship is synonymous with successful learning, and learning is a process that never ends. For those who demonstrate a commitment to gaining knowledge through experience or study and achieve at a high level with hard work, scholarship is a word that describes a member of the NHS. Scholarship is something that is accurately demonstrated by those who are dedicated to higher level learning, and through scholarship, we are better able to understand the world around us, for this knowledge enables us to strive towards a more enlightened future. Thank you.
Now, Treasurer Cameron Sarandrola will speak on leadership.
Leaders are everywhere. Sitting in front of me, I see a crowd of leaders. I see leaders in the form of students, inductees, teachers, educators, and parents. As Mr. DeFalco was saying, a leader doesn't need to be appointed to a position. A leader has to fit the distinct qualities that designate a leader. Responsible, communicative, and inspiring are just three of the wide variety of characteristics that define a leader. Tonight, we welcome a group of leaders that have the desire to give back to their school and community. Sitting on the stage tonight are a group of passionate, motivated students looking to make a notable change in our community. These are the students that step forward to better our schools by fundraising, donating, and volunteering. These leaders commit to hours of meetings, volunteering, and time spent at home organizing on a weekly basis. By communicating with each other through committee meetings, general meetings, and social media platforms, this group has been able to positively impact our school as well as the community around us. Along with this, most members of our current and upcoming members of the National Honor Society contribute to their school by being involved in groups like class office positions, music groups, sports, clubs, and many more. Not only does this demonstrate responsibility and commitment, but it displays how being involved in different activities can yield a leader. This group of students in particular encourage each other and provide insight on new ideas to further our society. I have learned so much and have felt truly enlightened as a person just by being involved in such a passionate and rewarding organization, and I hope next year's chapter feels the same. Thank you.
Thank you, Cameron. Lastly, historian Jenna Gothier will speak on service.
What does service mean to the National Honor Society? Why do we dedicate so much time to help others? It's not for the credit. It's not for the merit we earn. National Honor Society students provide service to give back because we know that it might just make a difference, no matter how small the act. The goal of this chapter is to sustain the legacy of the leaders in each class before us, encouraging others to become passionate about lifting up those who may be struggling or less fortunate. We are not just students, we are tutors, citizens, role models, inspiring young individuals to strive for a better society with the mindset that service is the future. I know that each one of you sitting on this stage tonight have learned through doing any act of service that we can either hope for a better tomorrow or we can make a better tomorrow. As the service coordinator, one of my jobs is to keep track of the service logs that my fellow NHS peers have completed, and I am proud of their commitment to excellence. Their dedication is not overlooked. I am so excited for the new inductees and the next group of National Honor Society members and officers to light the path toward new, wonderful opportunities of service. It was truly a great privilege to be a part of this organization. I wish the best of luck to next year's rising membership of the National Honor Society. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jenna. Would all the candidates for induction into the Blackstone-Millville Regional Chapter of the National Honor Society and also current members please rise, raise your right hand, and repeat after me the National Honor Society Pledge. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school. And will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Thank you. Please be seated. I would now like to formally induct all new members. Please hold your applause until all members have been inducted. From the junior class, James Ahern. Kaylee Bisbee. Jacob Chaplin. Jared Ducharme. Brett Dufo. Jacob Dutton. Jessica Farley. Noah Laren. Alexa Lemieux. Maggie Long. Elena Monson. Nicole Normandin. Kylie Poirier. Abigail Starnes. And Susana Valdez Nicole. From the sophomore class, Lauren Bright. Ellie Gervais. Sophia Gurton. Natalie Hawkins. Antonia Marino. Gabrielle Martinelli. Taylor Mazzucchelli. Shayla McCarthy. Rachel Morrison. Jacob Purinton. Sarah Scott. Kiara Spooner. Sophia St. July. Madison Sullivan. And Jaime Valdez Nicole. Congratulations to all of you. Please be seated. This evening, I have the privilege of introducing our keynote speaker, Mrs. Christine Robertson. Mrs. Robertson is one of the sole reasons the NHS has such a profound success with the annual Empty Bowl Dinner. Mrs. Robertson herself exemplifies the pillars of character, scholarship, leadership, and service by allowing our members to use her art supplies each year to create our bowls. If it weren't for her endless time and efforts, our biggest fundraiser of the year wouldn't be possible. Now, please give a warm welcome to Mrs. Robertson.
Thank you. Good evening, welcome, and congratulations to each of you. And those people sitting with you here tonight. A significant reason we're sitting here tonight is because of the love, support, guidance, influence, and input of all of you out there. Tonight is the time to celebrate the accomplishments of our students. However, we are also here to realize the impact of positive, caring, meaningful relationships have in our success and ability to achieve. On behalf of tonight's inductees, I want to say thank you for being here, and thank you for your own commitment to the National Honor Society 4 Pillars. I formed my own relationship with many of these students as art teacher here at the high school. I have personally seen how these relationships have helped to cultivate exceptional young people. Sorry. I would also like to welcome our students, current and soon-to-be members, or I guess now, members of National Honor Society. Congratulations and thank you. I am proud of each of one of you here tonight. I could not be more honored or flattered to have been asked to speak at this wonderful occasion. Your achievements in the areas of scholarship, leadership, community service, and character are being honored here tonight. An honor like this is a wonderful way for the school and community to recognize and celebrate the choices and sometimes the sacrifices you have made to get to this point. You're not alone in the journey, and to get to this point, you were responsible for many of the steps and choices you made in the process. Becoming a part of the society was not just given to you. It was not an unexpected gift. It was because of choices you made. It was a choice to work hard, achieve high marks in your classes, be an example of scholarship, to study late and skip some of those late night video chats with friends, I'm sure. All right, a choice to take the harder route and over the quick, more often, much more fun path. I'm sure there's been times when you much would have rather been doing something other than studying or working hard at these. The choice to stay in and at times pass up other plans. The choice to show those around you your commitment to character. In life, very often things that are not being done to you, they're happening because of you. The choices and decisions you make, the choice to commit yourself in exemplifying the 4 pillars of National Honor Society. Be proud of what you've achieved and make sure you take the time to enjoy this moment. You've created it, and congratulate yourself of your achievements and accomplishments. While I have no memories to share about being a young honor student, because I really wasn't one, I can relate a little, I guess, to the service they provide and the experiences of a particular moment in life. You see, when they first came to me and asked me to be the keynote speaker tonight for the induction, my first thought was, I don't know, I can't do that, as probably most of you would have said. But the more I thought on it, I began to realize that this fear was going to keep me from participating in this wonderful event. The fear that came from having to step outside of my comfort zone. There are few people that are completely comfortable with public speaking. And I can say, I've actually never spoken in front of a large crowd or a crowd of even this size. I knew that even though this would be uncomfortable, tough, no harm was going to come of me. I might get through it. In fact, it was something I might succeed at, learn from, and I might not have the opportunity to do it again. So I pushed myself past any discouraging thoughts and took a step outside of my comfort zone. You see, comfort zones can be beneficial, but the fear of leaving them can keep you away from experiences in life and the growth that can occur from stepping outside of it. In the next few years, most of you will be leaving the comfort zone you've probably had your entire life and going out to the world. You have the chance to make choices, new experiences outside of your home, and hopefully entering college and the workforce. This area has served its purpose to nurture you, comfort zone for all those years. Through the formative years, that support system gave you the confidence to achieve what we are here today to honor. Be willing to open yourself up to new experiences. Take chances on opportunities that are given to you. We all need to take risks, leave our comfort zone, and grow as individuals, even me. Because in the end, these are the stories that define us. The times in your life you step outside of your comfort zone and try to see what the world has to offer. Thank you so much for this incredible opportunity to speak tonight, and congratulations, guys, once again.
Thank you, Mrs. Robertson. Before I address next year's officers of the National Honor Society, I would like to say a few words to the current leaders. First, I'd like to thank the 4 of you for all the time and dedication you have put into our membership this year. You should all be very proud of what a successful year we've had together and be proud of the great accomplishments you have led this chapter to achieve. To the graduating seniors, thank you all for your hard work within our organization and for being continuous role models for all within our school district. Your time and dedication to this community will forever be remembered. Good luck in college next year, and may you all succeed. And thank you to the entire membership for everything you've done to help out this past year, and congratulations on yet again another fantastic and unforgettable year. At this time, we will now conduct the installation of new officers. As each position is named, would the new and current officers please step up to the candle of knowledge. Please hold your applause until after all officers are named. Historian, Julia Poirier. Treasurer, Brooke Cugini. Secretary, McKenna Kress. Vice President, Erin Brown. And President, Jordan DaCosta. I hope you have a productive and prosperous year with these new officers. I am sure you will continue our great legacy and further expand the achievements of the National Honor Society and continue to better the Blackstone-Millville community. Congratulations to all of you. Each year, the new members are asked to invite an inspiring teacher, coach, counselor, or administrator from the BMR community to this ceremony. Remember that you are respected members of society who are tasked with developing and guiding these students in the hopes of growing lifelong learners. This year's selections include Mr. Keith McNamara, Mrs. Nicole Shaughnessy, Ms. Nicole Sacco, Mr. Mark Juba, Ms. Stephanie Dakota, Mr. Kevin McCourt, Mr. Stephen Slate, Mr. Jeffrey Curran, Ms. Michaela Pelland, Mr. Peter Goulet, Mrs. Tatro, Mr. Brendan Healy, Mr. Todd Schaefer, Mrs. Catherine Finnegan, Ms. Molly Breen, Mr. Nicholas Stiletto, Mr. Kevin Martins, Mr. Richard Nurbon, Ms. Grace Dabowski, and Mr. Damian Gaudet. Would they and all other faculty present please stand and be recognized for your unconditional efforts, guidance, and dedication to these outstanding students. On behalf of the 2018-2019 National Honor Society, I would like to extend thanks and gratitude to the brass choir for providing us with their wonderful music selection for tonight. Also, I would like to thank Jack Allen for his work in the lighting booth. A huge thanks to all the supportive parents and guardians sitting in the audience tonight as well. You have helped each of us reach this point today, and you have inspired us each and every day to be the best that we can be. We owe it all to you. I would now like to thank our advisor, Mr. Rowe, who has selflessly guided our membership into brighter futures and gracious acts of service. Each week, you bring exciting new ideas and plans for our membership, and we are forever fortunate for your dedication to our organization. Our National Honor Society would not have been as successful as it was this year without your help and support. You have nobly shaped the 2018-2019 National Honor Society into an unforgettable year, defined by imaginative projects and revolutionary plans for the future. Despite being your first year in the position, you excelled in your leadership and inspiration to our chapter's members, and we couldn't be more overjoyed or thankful to have you as part of our membership now. The entire chapter's membership would like to thank you for your unwavering assistance this year. Please stand and be recognized. This now concludes our program. Would you please allow us to lead you out of the auditorium and into the cafeteria to celebrate the induction of our new members? We ask that you please remain seated until all members have exited. Thank you and have a wonderful evening.